I got no more room.
I learned what nefarious meant today. What did you guys learn?
Can we do vocabulary with Brannan once an episode? I was like, what word did you learn this week?
Welcome to Fairweather Friends. Today's episode, we're highlighting Brannan's vocabulary.
Brought to you by the letter N.
No.
Brannan learned an N-word today.
No.
Which one?
No.
You're only making it worse by being awkward about it.
Yeah, right.
I'm ordering sugarfish right now.
Like Swedish fish?
Okay. How deep is this lesson going to be? God damn.
I learned nefarious, and nefarious means wicked or bad. So I'll use it in a word.
In a sentence?
Yeah.
I'll use nefarious in a word.
I think that badge has been unlocked having set up this bit.
Nefarious in a word. Matt's nefarious motives left his rectum bleeding. Wicked.
I mean,
you got like beef with your own butthole, Matt?
I don't know. Like, yeah,
are you plotting against are you sick of
what was
your butthole being
that led to that? Like my attempt to undermine or
you were methodically trying to stop your asshole.
Yeah, but are you jealous of your asshole always being on top and all your parents talked about your entire life and everybody like you were the sibling that was like brush under the rug and you're the Loki to your asshole of Thor. Yeah.
All at the kids' table.
Yes, 100%. Were we supposed to continue with the bit? I just learned a word.
I don't know. Yeah, I always just think it's funny.
I didn't expect you guys to be.
I like. Brannan.
I learned one word this week
because he has the same reaction that a child has, where they just, I learned this word and I will use it now. Like was like proud of it. It's always just something like, I learned what the crisis in the Middle East is. And it's always something like that. It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, I love that, and then also how
done.
Exactly. Then he just mic dropped and it was like, that's it. That's
I now know the function
that's right
of the United States Attorney General.
I'm just trying to show you guys that not only am I more successful, but I'm also now becoming more smarter throughout the day.
Yeah.
Are you taking Brad Cooper pills or something?
It's called. It's not limitless. It's just called limited, and it's.
I like Brannan's Venn diagram of like aggressive and insecure as a perfect circle on itself.
Yeah. I with my girlfriend getting into the shower about how small my dick was. She's never seen it before. And I'm just like, what do you think, issue? You think it's a fucking issue? And she's like, I've never thought it was.
Just look at each other like, oh, like all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's like daylight. Ugh.
Yeah. How do we undo what just happened?
How do we? Yeah.
Is there any going back after that? Like,
Control Z, man.
I mean, there's still some things like you should probably still shit with the door closed.
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
We're still shit and piss with the door closed. Like, I'm kind of becoming a more open door pisser like my father, but like,
given the air in California, you want to save some of that air that is an improvement to outside, which is the shit air. So.
Yeah. No, she shits in the morning. I shit in the evening when we're both asleep.
I shit on shifts. Yeah, just hold that in.
Our shift schedules are like it's like we're a divorced couple.
I think after 17 days, you guys are gonna sync up. Yeah. And it's gonna be awkward. And there's gonna be a lot of
like our cycles
in
are
the morning, like honey. A lot of that.
You gotta get what you can out of work.
I'll have to make sure and like divide right in the center, and I'll be sure and take a shit on the shit equinox.
Yeah. Especially if you have like an office job work with bathrooms you can just take to yourself for a while, then you can do like during the day and clear it out. And then you come home and it's
Yeah, no, I'm trying. I'm one step ahead of you on that because I'm trying to now get to a point where I'm forcing myself to shit at work because
I'm getting shit in my cubicle.
Yeah, but like I'm
Forcing
like,
yourself.
I'm gonna get paid, but like
Fucking do it, pussy.
I just don't have enough built up, so I'm just like rabbit turding the entire day.
Yeah, you gotta spend one night in pure misery and just carry it all over to the next day.
It's like fasting, you know.
And just drink a big cup of coffee and like the worst breakfast burrito, and then just
McDonald's, like 2 McDonald's breakfast burritos.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm gonna have to
like full hotcakes platter.
But then the issue comes.
But then wait, when you sync up, but am I like, is there such a thing or a myth of like a poo wolf, like a werewolf, like that your shit cycle? Because we're all like doing like moon syncing. Here's there?
Yeah, I was trying to see.
We were all invested, but we were just trying to fall. Like we were just all like.
I realized all my words strung together in the wrong order, and
like,
I wasn't doing a good job explaining.
We were going. Then once you get werewolves involved, I'm a little more invested in whatever's happening. And then become a werewolf pooper, and I was like, all right. And then you just kind of like drop the past, like went right.
Like the moon cycle, we were just you're syncing up and all of that. Is there such a thing where, because like once a month, like I legit, like I have like a week where it's indescribable amount of just,
you get a butthole period once a month where it's just
where I go, really? Like, I mean, it's just disappointing.
Yeah.
By how foul it is. It's like it's murder.
Well, I mean, better out than in, you know.
Yeah. I won't go like a week, but like there's like every month I have like a couple like rough patches, like a 4-day spritz of just being like.
You just admitted to eating like 7 pounds of s'mores fixins individually, and.
Yeah, I don't do that every day. I mean, I try not to, but like I'm not the greatest. You know, we're all human here. But
my go-to snack jam, like low budget, just basic, is just chips and salsa, and those mornings is nightmare.
Yeah,
I'm not so bad with chips and salsa, but like when because I love peanut butter, so I'll overdo the peanut butter at night.
Oh yeah.
It's just sticky shit wall. Like my turd wall is just like, oh god, dude, it's like
it's like your traditional Santa Fe style stucco homes you would find in American Southwest.
Yeah, it's very Southwest. The turds, it's very.
It's like trying to get the last of the toothpaste out of the tube.
It's right there, and you keep wiping, and you're like, how is there still there? And like, I got to a point where I Googled, why is my shit like, why is there always poop? And they're like,
why is there always poop? A great book, by the way, for a self-help section, just at Barnes and Noble.
Why is there always poop?
Does it go anyway? Like Tuesday, it's there. Wednesday, I was like, okay, well, that's gotta be. It's still there.
Can we be done with it? I mean,
I don't want to get on WebMD or anything, but
I will. Honestly, like, I don't know why this is so funny to me right now, but I'm just imagining a guy in the future, like in the future, we advanced so far in technology that shitting no longer exists. Like you just like.
I don't want to live in that world.
I do. I don't like poop. I don't like shitting. I don't like.
You can get a lot of work done though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't like
still feeling like I'm bad at something well into my adult life when I've been doing it since the first day I existed.
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't you get good at this after a while?
Yeah.
This never
I've never heard that put so well before.
I know. I should be like triple black belt by now. Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
I'm still sitting there going, do I push or do I relax? Like, I just,
legs up, legs down, shoes on, shoes off.
Saying, you should have a stool by the toilet. So like, we've been doing this since literally the first day ever.
I can roll it with one hand, but I still wipe my ass like a toddler.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I get super insecure when I take a shit and I go to wipe. And you get that first streak and you're like, okay, good. And you go for the second one and there's just even more shit. And you're like, how did I fuck it up? I fucked up the first, like, what am I doing?
Or you're just like, fuck, I'm taking a shower. Like, just like, it's not even.
That's an impatient wipe.
No, like I'll get a good deep wipe in, and then like here's what happens.
You're not finished. You're like you want to be done.
No, I'm done. I know when I'm done, Jason.
To my point.
Like the worst part is the flip side where you get one good wipe in, and then you go for number 2, and you get that one solid in where you just and then you go for number 2. It's like kind of like the cleanup crew, and then nothing's there, and then you're like, I fucked this up somehow again. There's just turds hiding in there right now, and I just know I'm just gonna shit all over my ankles in a few hours because I'm not wiping correctly. I don't like pooping. This pooping causes me anxiety.
It's caca. It is all straight caca. It's a cacophony.
It's a cacophony.
So my first thought is you need more fiber in your diet. It's going to solve a lot of that for you.
Are we doing poo dicks again? But this is the house. This is the medical version of it. Yeah. They're not detectives. They're like medical detectives. Is that such a thing? Or what?
Cum shoes?
Yeah.
Cum shoes.
So anyway,
just have a glass of Metamucil a day, and eventually you'll just start won't even have to wipe. It'll wipe itself on the way out.
Is it runny? I don't want runny. I have solid enough. It's just
just start the day with that bowl of Raisin Bran.
Right.
I don't know anymore. Fellas, I don't even know what's going on in 2020 anymore.
What's up? What do we even do with this?
What do we even do in this day?
Times of this kind of pooping.
They do.
Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy.
Well, we haven't caught out of anything new from last week. Any new like shows you've been getting into, or anybody? Or new movies?
Not really.
Not really.
I've done just about literally nothing except exist. So
yeah.
Like it's just aggressively nothing now. Where I'm like, I could do a thing. I'm like, fucking put an end to that. Like just drink it. The other day, I woke up at 2:30 in the afternoon, and I didn't stay up that late. My body was just like, no, we're done. I want to try dying for a little while and just see what it's like.
Yeah.
Your body was like, oh, are we late for something?
No.
I feel like we're forgetting something. We haven't woken up yet.
Yeah, it's like the what we're saying, comparing it to when you go to work and just the manager hasn't showed up yet. Like, should somebody be opening this place?
Yeah. Yeah. Your manager is like maybe 6 months older than you, but he's got the keys. Yeah. And so you're the cashier there early. You're like, don't we need the money for the machine?
So you have no ability nor rights. Like you just have no power to do anything except go button. Someone can hold you up. You're like, I can't. Like I would love to give you.
I need the guy with the keys.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
And then they'll murk you for that $7,000 life insurance policy. Like, that was when those like shit jobs, when you read the fine print and then you realize this company only thinks I'm worth $7,000. It's like, okay, fuck you guys.
I know we already did this episode, but like this is kind of bringing me up. Did I ever tell you the story of when I worked at the job that that sold magazines, and like my job was to call people and have them buy out? I don't know if I've already mentioned it. I've already mentioned on the
I don't remember it. So because it's literally about that job. So like my job, it was to literally people would get they get scammed into buying those like 70,000 issues of Sports Illustrated and fucking HGT. Like you're like just magazines that no one needs. No one needs, and they just get suckered into it by some sob story. Someone's like selling. Yeah.
Yeah, so my job.
Travel magazines I was getting for like 10 years there. It was amazing.
Yeah, and like
it was like end of an era when they lapsed.
Like they had it was like the deal where it was like always like $10 a month or some shit like that. Like I can't remember, but like my job was to call them and be like, "Hey, Mr. So and So or Mrs. Da Da Da, like great news! Like we have a new deal for you at the magazines. If you pay $800." All your magazines will be, because it's like you're saving like 4,000 or like they gave us some bullshit number that they're saving. So and I remember I called this one lady and she just sounded geriatric as fuck, and like
it's scamming old people out of their money. It's just a crazy leechy type of industry. Like
I call her and you do the whole spiel, and then she just starts crying. She just starts bawling. She's like, I just want the magazines to stop. I will give you whatever you want. Just stop the magazines. And like, I felt so bad, but I still had to fucking like take the credit card information because I have a 21-year-old manager. Who's got
ABC, man. Always be closing.
Yeah. But dude, it was just so fucking. I remember I worked with this wasn't this job, but I had a collections job. Fuck, going back to this job anyway. But I worked at a collections company, and when we called, or he called some lady, and he was like, it was like around Christmas time, being like, "Yeah, you owe fucking Citibank $5,000, but we'll give you a settlement of $3,000." And she was just like, I don't know what to do. Like, if I do that, I can't have Christmas gifts. And his like exact quote was, "You'd be like, wouldn't the best Christmas gift to your kids being having better credit?" And like
no, actually, PlayStation.
PlayStation 4, I think. Yeah.
He was a killer, and like it was just like I was impressed about how much of an asshole he was, and like how successful he was. But then you kind of like look back on it, and you're like, he was only making an extra $400 a month to be soulless. Like, it's not worth it, dude. Like,
you're obvious for closers, man.
Bro, you're still making like less than 5,000, like 50,000 a year. Like,
it's just not worth. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Man, that would cost me at least $1,200 a month to be like that.
Yeah, right.
And let's look at the
price. What's your price, Matt?
Yeah, man.
What's your price for your soul? Like a monthly.
Gotta be easy, low 4 digits.
Dude, because like that's the worst thing about it, those collections companies, because you fucking get hired on, and you get hired on at those shit wages of like $12 an hour. So they fucking dangle those like bonuses of being like, you have a chance to make $700 bonus a month if you do this and this, and then you're calculating everything. You're like, I'm still in poverty. Like with the $700, the only difference is now I'm just a dick.
Yeah.
What does this become?
Right.
Well, and it's like you're being paid to just get yelled at, basically, more than anything else. Like if you're a meteorologist, you're the meteorologist that goes out and goes and gets the close-up pictures of the hurricane from like 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Except it's the dealing with the public.
Yeah, I only want to be the camera guy getting the people's houses floating away while they're watching in despair. That's the camera guy I want to be.
Honestly, that is pretty funny though. Like just being the camera guy, just being like the family just seeing all their gifts go. He's like, "This kind of sucks, bro, but good angle. Like it's nice."
Yeah, that's that dude's house.
That's it. Yeah, give it to me. Yeah.
Sorry, I just lost your house, but I'm getting a cool surprise for this. So,
Oh.
Anyway, that's but no, I learned. Okay, so I learned a new word. That.
Did you ever?
That was my week. Yeah.
Did you watch Bill and Ted 3? We talked about it a little last time.
Oh, I really want to watch it. It just has the old dog has been sick. So I'm having to take care of her.
You don't have to defend it. It was more just yes, no. It's fine. It's okay to not have.
I didn't see it either. It's cool.
No, it just goes back to me wanting you guys to think I'm cool. So
I mean, we don't. So it's cool.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, let's just get that right out of the table. I zero
zero
cool.
respect. Like that. Backwards hat for no fucking reason right now.
Mm-hmm. You're just a product of your time there.
Yeah.
You're just a product of your time. A loser.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s when people just sucked.
No, man, Fred Durst just slayed Tang with that look.
Bro, there was a solid 4 years if we look back in time and if we didn't actually have memories and we just only got all the history from movies, we would only from 91 to 95, we would just be like, everyone sucked. They were just all either dicks or pussies.
I would move that timeline a little bit. I would say 95 to 99.
It was actually Jason offhandedly that made me the first thing that made me aware of a generational shift in recent years. When we were doing the Cinemolos on Freddy versus Jason, which came out in 2001, it never clicked because to me, 1999 to 2018 has all been the same 5 years.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of Iron Man just came out as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
But in Freddy vs. Jason came out 2001, 2002. The dude's wearing like the collar shirt with that stripe right here.
Yeah, the single stripe.
And Jason talked about the single stripe shirt, and I was like, that is that entire period of time is that striped shirt and Stained.
Everything's baggy. Like nothing fits. Everybody looks like they're wearing their dad's like t-shirt as PJs. Like
hair gel.
But yeah, it was just like that. And I clicked like, yeah, you're right. That's what that period of time is the shirt with the stripe on it. And the one pocket sometimes, and like the music of Stained.
Yep, and sometimes a thumb ring.
Yeah,
like someone with a thumb ring.
That's what it was till like the Avengers came out. Like,
yeah.
But then like you also like you remember there's that solid like 4 months where people were like, skateboarding's kind of gay, but you know it's really cool, extreme rollerblading.
Yeah.
Like people try to get on that, and then they're like, no, this is still gay. Like, I don't know.
Still that group still trying to make ultimate frisbee work. Like,
I must have blinked and missed that one.
You missed ultimate frisbee or rollerblading?
Rollerblading.
What? Rollerblading, dude! It was all over the news.
Cool, as far as I remember.
It was all over the news. It was covered strongly.
It was like I remember going to a Vans Warped Tour at Sandstone in like '97.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And they had a big half pipe there, and people and skaters doing demos, and like BMX doing demos. And then rollerbladers doing demos, and like someone from Pennywise was on stage like, fuck those rollerbladers, fucking posers, man. Fuck yeah. And got the crowd to be like, yeah, fuck these guys. I'm going, what is happening? They're all toys and they're all enjoying themselves. Who gives a shit?
There was
on.
Like, but there's one of them that you looked the stupidest with.
Right. True. But as to say, but when I was there as like a 16-year-old, I was like, yeah, fuck that.
There was a beef. There was that beef of like, do you skateboard? Nah, I rollerblade. And then like it was like all of a sudden now Crips and Bloods very like, and then like
you don't have a Tony Hawk PlayStation game.
Yeah. And then like when Razor scooters came out, like people like try to do that. It was We didn't like
honestly, I go to the skateboard, like I'm a 40-year-old man and I occasionally step on a skateboard, but usually I bring my daughter as an excuse to just do it myself and enjoy myself. But anyway, I see kids on the
stay there. I've got a skateboard. You need to be
putting on the helmet and the elbow pads and the knee pads, like the full set, the full gear.
Like that's you back there in that thrashing poster.
Thrashing don't die. Like it's in your blood. Like,
it's in the heart. Yeah.
You don't thrash till you're dead. So
yeah. So I'll cruise around. Yeah, I'll cruise. But I see kids on those razors like pulling off tricks. I'm like, okay, it's actually kind of impressive. Like, but.
And then you go get a job.
Well, yeah, but then I go over and like push them over and like try to get whatever I can get out of their fucking Velcro wallet.
Yeah. I mean, by the time we're saying the kids on the Razor scooters are like, okay, that's cool. Like, that's like saying the kids doing the cup stacking. Like, okay, that's cool. It's like maybe for cup stacking or maybe but like in the scheme of things, no, it's still. It's like the Warped Tour thing. Like, there's rollerblading at Warped Tour, but it's the stupidest thing at Warped Tour.
And Pennywise is on stage.
Yeah, and Pennywise fucking knows it.
That's true of almost any skill at a certain. You exceed the level of the skill's practicality, and you get so good it's stupid, and no one like, all right, whatever.
Right.
This is kind of off subject, but it piqued me, and this is a question just for Dan, and please don't take this as an insult. But were you ever a Velcro wallet guy?
Oh, absolutely. Here, let me show you something.
I'm one right now.
This isn't my current wallet, but this is my backup wallet that I keep my stash money in.
He's making the real money.
Oh.
With a pizza. Look at that. It's a pizza wallet.
With a checker. Like, what is a pizza and a check? What are you in a ska band that
pretty much, dude? Yeah, like if you scan this picture into software and you play it back as music, it's got a horn section on it.
How many games did you crush at Dave & Buster's for that wallet?
Matt, okay, now this
I don't have an answer to that.
I don't think it, but
hold on one sec. Well, on that, I'm gonna note. Well, why don't they give you tickets when you take a dump at Dave and Buster's? Like about how many like chicken wings you consume, and it's like
There's a scale in there.
I feel like they should also just put them on the menu. Like, just look, I'm an adult and I want the stupid thing in there. Just, I'm gonna order some chicken tenders and give me an extra stack of 10 tickets, please. Like, you're a store.
Yeah, or just give me a stuffed Homer Simpson for $15. Let's just be adults.
I can also buy a gun and hold up your dumbass little gift shop area. So just give me what I want for money.
Yeah, I get the Oriental Trading Company magazine occasionally too, and I notice every one of these items are in here for like 100,000 units for like a nickel. Fuck you. That's not 50,000 tickets.
I paid $50 for cheese sticks. Why don't you just meet me in the middle?
This actually reminds me. So when we used to do stand-up at Stanford's, there was always the Dave and Buster's right next door. So like there was always a group of us. Like,
I've done that on a date night before. That combo. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like we would go there, and then like we would write and have our like appetizers. Yeah. We'd go do the open mic. But I remember there was this one bartender who always would like try to convince us that he got pussy, but like no matter like he was that dude that was like literally like 2007's Never Gonna Die. Like it was always spiked, and like it wasn't a puka shell, but it was something was there that you were
it was a sunburned tan line of a puka shell necklace.
I just love to picture that guy when he sees the group come in. He's like, all right, game face. Gotta.
It's fucking me, Brad Ellis, man.
Gotta make sure they know.
He's got something. All right, let's juice him up.
Maybe tell him that she was Puerto Rican this time. That tracks.
It was always so funny because like he would try to do because it was like me, Grasshopper, like so like it's obviously the biggest fucking doofuses. Like no one's like no one's cool.
The kings of open mic.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, and so like but he would always still try to be like. He tried to do that dude thing where he's like, I got some pussy last night. And like, no matter how hard he tried, like I could never look past the
I feel bad for him. He just wanted to be your friends. He thought you were cool.
Right. But it's just so funny because I always laugh at the idea of him, like just be like him picking up a chick being like, we can go back to my place or I got tickets to skee ball if you're in for that. And like him just railing her out. Like on just like not what was the
showering her with plastic spider rings like
It's also just funny to picture like, and this is really because I can picture that specific group of comics, and to care about impressing like I don't care about impressing you, me, and Brad Ellis. Just like, no. Like I actually don't want any of us to know what I'm doing, so
it's fucking weird.
But it's also weird. You go to Dave and Buster's, you're writing and you're ordering food, or it's like the appetizer window of the night.
Yeah.
And dude just comes up like, just so you know, I'm pulling down crazy. You're like, dude, if you could just refill my tea, actually, that's.
Does that work? Like, is that how you get into a friend group? Like, has that ever worked for him?
I don't know.
And also, that's more psychopathic to be on the receiving end and be like, "Oh yeah, to sit down." Like,
pull up a seat. We were just talking about that.
Fuck is that guy? It's like, yeah, I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if that guy getting in, and here you are.
That dude looks like between filling up people's ranch, he pulls down crazy trail.
He's filling up. Yeah. Chick's name Blanche.
Well,
I did that. I rhymed it.
Fast forward 6 years, both Glazers are dead. One of those comics ends up becoming who was in our group becomes the bar manager at that same Dave and Buster's, and they both are friends to this day. And so, I guess it didn't.
Why do we have to mention the Glazers died?
Oh, it's just fun for me.
It's like fast forward 6 years, unrelated. Fuck them. Like, glad they're dead. By the way. Super happy.
That's his OCD tick. He has to say it at least 3 times a day. Like,
and they still owe me money. They still owe me.
Yeah.
Money.
Oh, I'm
getting line.
They're double booking people in that great beyond right now.
If you want to go grab it, I got a shovel or two.
Yeah, we can relive Jason Lives opening. Oh, that's what I've been doing. Like, yeah, it brought me back. Like, it started to smell like fall outside, and so I immediately got a Halloween boner. And so I'm like, let's make Halloween 2 months this year. And,
I think we deserve it. I think we deserve. I think we should deserve September into October as that thing, and then because here's the thing, I don't want to extend it past the 31st because I actually like November and December as their own character. I like November because that whole month of Thanksgiving's coming up. It's gonna be fun.
I just think like a February Halloween, like right after New Year's or something.
No. You're getting it all confused because then you have your month of November. And that's that fun, everything's fall. And then you have the festive month of December, all the cool stuff. And then the party month of January, we're going to get this better. And then
I don't know how your January, my January has never been a party month. We're going to get this better. I've never had that be the theme of January. So.
No, but January is that month of
I like that your January is Rocktober.
Because it's that month that we lie to ourselves. We're going to do better this year.
Oh, I don't do that.
Yeah, you do.
I've moved beyond that. Sorry. Get on my level. Yeah, I gave up on that. I also don't do the tooth fairy anymore also.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, the whole getting better based on a calendar. I've moved beyond that. I'm beyond your peasant earth time.
You're either going to do that.
I fucking get to it, homie. That's
you're either going to do that or you're not going to, and you don't have to hitch that to the year at any point.
Exactly. You're just like, there it is, right there.
Well, you still have that, when it's the first month of the year. You still always kind of have.
That's actually what
you have that retrospective of oh my god, look what I accomplished last year. I wonder what's ahead of me this time. So even subconsciously in your head, you're kind of already mapping things out and setting some kind of goals. You can agree with me on that. Even though if you're not being I'm going to lose the 30 pounds today, you still have
No, I do. Yeah, I do.
So I dread every waking next month that I'm still doing things, and just it adds to a pile of regret behind me. And I don't really worry about I'm so past feeling that. So it could be that I'm not optimistic about things anymore. Maybe that's the problem.
Probably. But anyway, long story short, no, if you're gonna put the second month of October, throw it in March or April. I know April has Easter time, but here's the thing.
My man is pretty creepy already, so that's kind of Halloween.
But I feel March is kind of just.
I will say my reason for targeting a January, February was it's still cool and cold. And I like that being associated with Halloween. Whereas we're getting to spring, it's not quite have that cool autumny feel anymore.
As do I.
Yeah, I just want to nuzzle Ryan Gosling in a park somewhere this spring. It smells like Ryan Gosling's chest.
Now, granted, I'll take an extra Halloween wherever it is on the calendar. That's my favorite of the times of year.
Yeah.
So counterpoint. Mm-hmm. Now, this might be that if we either moved Halloween or if we had a second Halloween in the summertime, if there was a Halloween in the summertime, it would be so hot that people would have to wear small clothing. So that would be the good slut Halloween in the summertime.
Dan, hold on.
The cold already doesn't stop people from doing that where it regularly is, though.
But I'm going to stop.
Yeah, but it stops the flu from spreading so rapidly.
Stop you right there. Because even though it doesn't really stop the slutty outfits, it definitely handicaps them because I've seen a few slutty Santa Claus or Mrs. Santa Clauses with some fucking North Faces on. And it's not attractive. It's not. Yeah. It's not. But Dan's got the point. You throw a nice, not August. That's
spring break Halloween for the.
You throw a June Halloween? Get some sluts out there, some big tits. It's a fucking Halloween.
How about replace 4th of July with Halloween until we respect the country again?
I'm good with that. I'm also very.
You still get the day off there. We'll still keep that. You still get you get your fireworks, get your weekend, get all your barbecuing. But it's Halloween barbecue until we respect our.
Yeah. Matt's got something going on here real quick, though. That's not a bad idea. Trick-or-treating barbecue?
Just hand out ribs instead of candy.
Bro, you can just shoot out fireworks, but they're just scary now. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the idea of barbecue trick-or-treating. Just give a side and a rib to people at the door.
You just get someone with the tongs just reach into a bucket.
just like a wing. and a fucking just scoop of beans.
Yeah, it's always
He's got a bib
in there for some reason.
some dickhead gave me fucking red beans. It's barbecue beans.
Yeah, Sarda beans. Thanks.
Yeah.
You went to the grocery store.
Fucking
that
loser.
bitch ass good Samaritan lady that usually gives you like toothpaste and stuff is just handing out wet wipes.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking wet wipes. Now you boys be safe out there tonight.
Well, barbecue trick or treat. I'm surprised Kansas City hasn't got ahead of that already, since barbecue is the only identity that the city likes to present to other places.
Super Bowl champion. So yeah.
Oh, we banned. Oh, did you? I don't know what's going on back home or with you guys, but LA banned trick or treating for 4 hours, and then all the white women went crazy, and then they were like, "All right, JK, but can you guys just like please don't throw parties?" And as a group, everyone in LA said, "Suck my dick. I'm going to get drunk this day," because Halloween fell on the weekend, which is like
Saturday.
It's the most honestly, in my opinion, it's the most negligent thing God has ever done. Was create a pandemic and then have Halloween fall on a weekend.
No. It's still human made, because you can argue the calendar is just bullshit, arbitrary.
Yeah. Time is a human construct.
It's human.
It's a flat circle.
It's on this. It's a human. The calendar was made by dumbasses that were just like, I don't know. That's why we have leap years and shit, because we got it wrong. It's to correct the math that was started way back when.
Why don't they just correct the math? If they that's because with leap years they're trying to correct. Why don't they just correct it now? And be like, all right, gang, I know it's gonna be weird and gay, but I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet on this one. It is now April. I know Christmas is coming up, but guys, we're just gonna have to I promise.
But hey, good news. Good news, bad news. A lot of you are 1 year younger. Half of you 1 year older. What? Who gives a shit?
No numbers.
Okay, we're just gonna have to do it. By the way, fine. We will still give you but they still prorate Christmas. So Christmas is then going to be celebrated on August 25th.
I like that they have December
25th. Like they have. They're like, all right, we'll move it. And they're like, well, what about my birthday? They're like, oh god damn, what birthday are you? 31? That's not a birthday. That's
not a birthday. What are you, 7?
Yeah. Spring training, doesn't it?
Yeah. I like the idea of just the government and just changing the math we use to make us feel better. It's like now all pounds are half a pound, and we count from there. Everyone's weight's cut in half.
Well, every time, the leash that's attached to this neck is 40's the new 20. Yeah. So I have to convince myself of that bullshit, and they do that every once in a while. 50's the new 12 and a half. It's arbitrary.
Is 40 really the new 20?
First off,
no. 40's
why is 20 the benchmark we care about?
20 sucks, dude. I look back, from 20 to 27, that was the shittiest years of my life. Because I was an adult, but I was still dumb. And,
and no one respects you.
Yeah, no one respects you.
Yeah, but you think you're the hot shit. You think you know everything. You think.
I also had crippling depression.
Yeah.
I thought I was Jesus Christ himself. And I had crippling depression too. Yeah, it was weird.
It's worse than those high school years, because in high school years, from 14 to 18, you're going through puberty, and you're people think I hate me, and it's no, it's in your head. But from 20 to 27, you're oh, people think I hate me. It's yes, because everyone fucking hates you. You're stupid. You're useless. There's 8 years of your life that you're just gonna have to eat shit for. And it's Matt said, no one respects you. You could be here's my opinions on politics. They're you're 24, and you're I can serve this country, and they're not really, but sure, whatever. It's such a dumb amount of years that I hate it.
It's the getting jaded years is what it is.
You can tell the lack of respect. You can tell the lack of respect even enshrined in the Constitution, where they're all right, what's the minimum age a president should be? It's what about 30? No, maybe 40, maybe. At that point, I'll listen to your ideas as president.
I like how they meet you in the middle. They're 35. We'll get you 30. Because I do want to meet the 35-year-old president who is still getting pussy on Tinder.
Yeah.
Well, but back then when they wrote that shit, 35 was 90 years old back then, because people were 36. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we haven't adjusted
if you can make it this far, good on you. You're president now. You're the oldest man alive.
Yeah, we haven't really graded that curve where it would be now, but 35-year-old president would be pretty solid.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. I do like that it's like that teacher that tells you up front that nobody gets 100% because that would be like nobody's that perfect.
Yeah.
It's like nobody gets that when they're 35. They're like really waiting for that first one.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I'm trying to stay alive to 35 is to hopefully become president. And then if I don't, I'll just kill myself.
I want to see the dude who's running at 34, but his birthday is right before the inauguration would be. So he's he's trying to just get right in there.
Yeah.
What do you think? What young person off the top of your head right now? Obviously, it would never come true. But what young person or at 35 do you think would actually have a chance of becoming president? Because all the bullshit of Kanye. I think if LeBron James ran, there would be a solid chance he would become president. He's a dark horse contender, something like that.
I'm saying this is a joke and serious, but Kylie Jenner. I totally believe that could happen.
Oh, just because of the shit show,
I just Googled famous 35-year-olds to see who could technically qualify that's famous. We could have President Roman Reigns.
Hold on. I'm going to stop right there. The Rock actually would be probably before him.
Rock. I just Googled 35.
Oh, I know what you're saying, but if we're looking, for wrestlers, 35, how old's Ryan Reynolds? Is he 40?
I
think he's Canadian though. I don't think he could.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I forget
that's metric years.
Ryan Reynolds is 43.
Yeah, which is in metric is 162.
Yeah,
I don't know the conversion.
He's a wizard.
Scarlett Johansson is 35.
Keanu Reeves.
I would have President Keanu. I don't know. Is he born here? Is he?
No, he's from that weird Canadian Philippines kind of thing.
What?
He's because isn't he fuck you assholes?
Is he from Hawaii or something?
No, I think he's Hawaiian, but
yeah, that will never work.
Oh, you fucking losers! He's from Lebanon.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. He was born in Beirut, Lebanon.
Fucking assholes. Yeah, that Canadian fucking the Filipino Canadians, that kind of thing. Wait, where is Lebanon? Is that on the scary part of the world?
That's in the other big chunk. Yeah.
His actual nationality is Canadian, though. If
I guess that I'm wrong, it's racist, so I'm not sticking my neck out on this one.
Okay.
Good call.
Honestly, I respect
Safe play.
Yeah, safe play. I get it.
Better to just throw it out of bounds than get an interception.
Yeah. Oh,
How about them Clippers, though?
Oh, I loved it. It was so funny. It's so funny.
I kind of wanted that lineup, but I'm glad it's whatever. Yeah.
LA needs to settle the fuck down. I
like the Chicky Nuggies. I like them too.
Chicky Nuggies. It's pretty good. I'm glad because LA needs to settle the fuck down. Because even me being here, I'm just it's very eye rolly because it's a lot of LA pride where it's the Lakers, the Clippers, the Dodgers, and it's no, at least with Kansas City or Atlanta, those.
It's all we've got.
Yeah, that's what you got. You can't have everything. You can't have porn stars and fucking a good football team. You get one or the other. And LA is just a little too high on itself lately. I need it to kind of. I'm actually happy for the Fires. It kind of brings us down a little bit. We're still more beautiful and successful than you fucking peasants, but it brings us down a little bit, which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
You're getting humbled.
Those Fires to humble itself.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree with you on that, Brendan.
Yeah.
Well, Kansas City, the football team being good is new, so it'll take if that stays that way a few years, it'll be New England all over again and just be insufferable
like the Royals did.
Yeah. But if Patrick Mahomes makes it through that $500 million 10-year contract at the same level, it's just going to be Tom Brady 2.0 level insufferable region.
That is a question that I've always, or not. That's not actually. I don't know. I always preface it with that is a question because I never really thought of it until right now.
But that is a question.
Not true.
That you thought of? That is a question. So
how retarded is $500 million? That is I know there's numbers bigger than that. I know there's billionaires, but right now, You throw a fucking football and you get $500 million. I understand there's more to it, and I understand.
Over the course of a decade.
I understand, but it's still the fact that and I understand
What's the
that
math on that?
He is a tremendous athlete. He is everything that he earns all his money. He is fantastic. I have nothing but all respect for him. His girlfriend is set for life, whatever bullshit.
Oh yeah, man. She was putting.
And he talks like a cartoon character, which I never get tired of.
Man,
he talks like a tougher Jordan Peterson, and it's great.
It's like when you hear Chappelle got
$50 million a year.
Yeah, it's like when you hear Chappelle got $40 million to do those 2 specials, and you're like, I think he's one of the greatest of all time, but I'm not going to give anyone $20 million to talk for an hour. I don't even care if God came down to give me all the advice, and he's like, I'm going to charge you $20 million.
Now he comes down and does a master class on everything.
I'm fine. If I'll find a VPN, maybe I can get some.
That's the difference in perspective in that. They're not paying Dave Chappelle $40 million to do an hour special. They're paying Dave Chappelle to have permission to sell that special to 20 billion people for X billion dollars over time.
No, I understand that, but it's still the fact that these numbers are just I don't get why we live in a world where everything is stupid, yet all the numbers are so big now, where it's everything's
stupid. Yeah,
because we keep printing money all the time when we want more money, and so there's more around. So
there's all this stress and people hanging themselves and jumping out of buildings, but then the government is just like, we'll just print more and give it to the guys that I'm friends with, I guess.
It's like when you see shit in Japan where something costs 50,000 yen, the PlayStation comes out, it'll be $500 here and 400,000 yen or whatever. Wow, your paychecks must be really, really a roller coaster ride there.
When you try to find
bags of money with yen signs on them.
When you're trying to find that fuzz wall pedal on Reverb, and then it shows up as 10,000 yen, and you're just confused, and it's actually probably a good deal, but I never buy from there. So
they get you on the shipping though.
Yeah, PlayStation 4 costs 34,980 yen, about $292 according to.
That's going to take a fucking what do you have to take a Japanese mortgage out to get it?
Yeah.
The fuck, that number's so big. But it's crazy because all their coins are literally this is 100,000 yen or some bullshit like that. It's just a fucking coin that you can drunkenly lose in your fucking pocket. Every time I lose my fucking keys to my vehicle, the thing I need and I depend on, and you give me a fucking quarter?
So I just Googled to get that number, PS4 in yen. And, it says people also ask. And then there's how much is a PS4 in yen? Can I use my PS4 in Japan? Is it worth getting a PS4? And then the next one is, how much is a PS4 in Dubai? What a weird.
So how much is one in Dubai?
I don't know what AED is, but it is 1,011 AED, including 10 AED shipping.
Arab Emirates dollars. Arab Emirates, I think is what it is, or some of the Emirates dollars.
Yeah, they make their own money, I believe, is what the deal is.
Saudi Arabia,
1,011 of those, including 10 shipping. So.
But it's gold plated too, though.
Yeah.
It comes with a gold chain.
Yeah. And a Lamborghini.
Yeah. Would you go to Dubai?
And the white woman.
I don't even leave the general area I live in. So nah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go.
I feel inconvenienced by having to go to a post office. So,
yeah.
But if you wanted to travel, or if you had the option to travel stress-free, I'm talking about first class, you don't have to interact with anybody.
Maybe, I don't know how far down the list Dubai would be. I would go places if it was not a real,
Dubai, though, just sounds I
wouldn't want to do it, though. It just sounds I don't like the desert.
Right. I mean, there's more there's other places that I think I'd want to go to before that, just on a.
No, yeah.
I've had fun in desert environments, both just tooling around the desert and places like Vegas and Reno. But without sliding myself up the scale financially, I would be so just crushed looking at every single price tag for everything.
Yeah.
I would just be depressed.
Where would you go, Dan, right now?
Where would I go?
Stress-free. We're on a date right now. Tell me everything.
Where are you taking me?
Stress-free, right? Yeah,
Shit.
it's weird. I'm gonna fuck you. Oh, by the way, you're gay now, so that's you got to deal with that. And also, choose the destination. Go.
No, that's a good question. All right, no, that's Jason, you make fun of me, but guess what? You inspire me. You're my muse. Matthew, me and you are gay. Where's our first date?
Well, this went from first date to. Are we still talking about where would we travel if it was not like a money thing?
First date. No, you're trying to get in my pants. Where are we going?
Locally there.
Red Lobster, because I was thinking of that.
Okay, well, I'll vote Red Lobster since you told me to.
No, I'm saying don't go Red Lobster because that's fine. That if I was going to go out with Jason, because I know he likes.
Gotcha, because he wants those cheddar biscuits. So.
Yeah, 100%.
So go to Olive Garden because Red Lobster's next door. Just in case.
Sorry, my brain was all primed.
Feel comfortable. Where you take your first gay date to? Where's your first gay date? I already know mine. Chuck E. Cheese because we're both going to be pedophiles, obviously.
So tickets. I need $50,000 for worth of spider rings that I can.
100%. No, first gay date.
Back while I'm throwing rope. You know what I mean?
I think a first gay date. Dave & Buster's actually it doesn't sound bad because I think gay people would be more fun to go on dates with. Why women in general like dates? They're not bad, but like.
I feel like you're just working out something right now. Like, you're kind of this very like, hold on, let me back this back up again. Set travel aside. Gay date. You know what, women, hold on. Like, you're really just working yourself. You're asking questions to us clearly rhetorically to work through.
Yeah, I call it on women on dates aren't bad, but.
They're not bad, but it's just like, when you've had chocolate ice cream a few many times, sometimes you want a fucking hot dog. You know what I'm talking about, brother? Sometimes you want a fucking little, you want a Costco wiener slide down the mouth.
Can you explain the corollary of those things?
Yeah, chocolate ice cream or a hot dog from Costco.
That banana split.
Can you know what corollary means?
I like both of those things, but I wouldn't. Those two things, they're not playing the same sport. You know what I mean? Like,
no, they're all playing. No, it's all the same. Like, it's playing badminton in the end. Like, you're like, it's just two trucks slamming into each other in the middle of the night, hoping one of those trucks doesn't rape the other. Like, that's all it is. Okay, I got myself. I don't even know.
Just hoping.
You were just
slamming each other in the first place.
You ever just hope that you get
so wait, so their alternative is murder? Why are they hitting each other? So they're like, man, I hope I kill this fucking guy. Oh, wait, what if this is a rape sitch? Smash your trucks together, which is terrifying. Who gives a shit what the intent was?
How do these get to maximum overdrive?
You ever just do something like
come in actually?
You have no like you're trying to build a bench. You have no skill whatsoever, but you just have confidence and a fucking awesome play mix, and you're like, this is gonna get me to the finish line, and then halfway through, you fucking like stapled your dick to your leg, and fucking like you didn't even get any wood because you thought wood was fucking stupid looking, so you just have a fucking stapled dick to your leg and your foot.
So is this our first date?
All right, I bought some tools. I got some nails. Well, let's get that started real quick. Got the dick stapled.
Are you describing our first date? I'm just trying to get caught up.
I'm taking my first gay date to Lowe's now.
You ever just try to like? You ever just start something without like any skill or resources, and then like halfway through, like that's what I'm trying to explain. Like that's
without any of this, if none of this was a concern, probably Europe would be the travel location. Yeah. Because I'm a traveling noob, so I haven't been to a lot of places. Yeah. And Europe has a lot of iconic places within a few hours of each other. So you can see a lot. You can hit like Ireland and Scotland and England and Italy and all that. And
back chill, like someplace tropical, beach and rum. That's kind of my style.
Being you go Tommy Bahama.
Yes.
Like you go like I could see Jason with like Tom Bahama flip flops, a pina colada.
It was Australia for 2 weeks, yeah, and it's got desert, beach, all of the stuff, and it was great.
Uncut penises, yeah.
Uncut penises, just miles of nothing, nobody out there in the outback, like crazy, yeah.
I also like to think I like to think I like Hawaii, but I struggle with this off and on where I can't ever decide if I find water majestic or terrifying in large quantities.
Yeah.
Right, just depending upon what the mood of the ocean is, like it can be awesome or just deadly. So
we kind of disrespect water, you know what I mean? Like when it rains, we're like, fuck you, you know, but if you're looking at ocean, it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
I'm booting up my Google Earth here while we're talking about how terrifying the ocean is.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and share the screen here and show you something that I accidentally did one day that made me feel really bad about myself because I was high as fuck when I did it.
It's killed a child.
The ocean is
Google Earth.
Yeah.
There's evidence
Google
of
Earth.
it.
No, what you do is you take Google Earth and you take the little street view icon and you just drop it in the middle of the fucking ocean, and it makes it goes down in the ocean, down through all the water, 50 miles to the bottom of the ocean. And you can sit there and just look around the abyss under the water.
I don't like that.
Yeah, maybe Google needs to calm the fuck down.
I didn't know they had a nightmare machine. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And imagine on top of that, you're high as shit with the laptop sitting on your belly. And so it's like your whole field of vision is the screen. So it's just like you're dying in the Titanic.
But the Titanic that was dropped from space.
You don't get the benefit of dying in the Titanic. You have to sit and think about dying in the Titanic instead.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I thought of an event.
You don't have to share audio.
I don't care. Okay. How do I do that then?
Oh, fuck. We were getting crazy kaleidoscope sound.
I think drowning, that would probably be the worst way to die.
Middle of the ocean is
drowning
very terrible.
On fire. That would be a fucking
Let's go somewhere where the Titanic was? Yeah.
Yeah. Of course it's not working, so it's roundabout up here. No fucking work, man. I know I'm running 2 programs at once, and so you're just completely dying, but fun. People are looking. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Dan self-narrating. Berating himself narrating.
You punk motherfucker, fucking punk ass.
This already just.
Yeah, there's usually a fucking, where's it at? I don't know how this works.
Sorry, I need to get high so I can do this.
Yeah. I gotta retrace my steps.
Be right back.
State dependent.
Maybe if I could get high, I could do this.
Dan, that's not the ocean.
All right,
man, that country.
Is that the N word you learned?
Yeah, so that country is such a Chad.
We'll do it this way. Well, apparently it's not letting me go into Street View for some reason. Normally it does that.
Well, there's no streets in the ocean, so
right here.
This is probably a weird, I don't know what this is, but I have a weird phobia of I don't even know if it's a phobia, but I get high sometimes and get the most insane panic attacks because I think of something it creeps me out thinking of something like a Tic Tac growing gigantic and becoming bigger than me, or something.
That's actually a fetish on DeviantArt.
I was gonna say, I was like, is this a fear or fetish?
No, dude, it terrifies me. I get so afraid of just see in my brain, I'll just get high and then close my eyes and I just envision a little Tic Tac, and all of a sudden it just starts growing and oversizes me, and I'm just oh no, just the idea of becoming something
so winter fresh.
So wait, so is Godzilla movies like The Exorcist to you? Are they terrifying?
I don't like them. I like the Godzilla movies when they can show the frame where the Godzilla's fighting.
It's already big. It's the changing of the size that bugs you.
Yeah, that shit terrifies me. The POV of the people on the ground and you see the foot drop that. I have so much dude, it drives me up the fucking wall. I don't know why. Like I'm 5'6", so I mean that's probably why. So like everything
seems giant. Yeah.
Yeah, so everything's already like a fucking like huge to me. So like that could be why, but like it's the idea of watching something small, like a fucking like the most terrible nightmares I've had is like a bug fucking landing on my arm and then all of a sudden growing like 100 feet. Not even trying to kill me or anything. Just the fact that it grew, my body's just like, no, we don't like that at all. That's something we didn't sign up for.
Where would you take your new bug friend on your first date?
Okay, so probably Ace Hardware.
Because what type of bug we talking? Like that tells you a lot.
A Madagascar roach.
I mean, like if it's like a gnat, you want to go hell to a garbage dump where they like rotten fruit. So,
dude, is gnat spelled Gnat?
Yeah.
Okay, that's something else I learned today. Just
to be fair, you already knew it. You just asked us to confirm.
No, I'm just taking a shot in the dark on that one.
I was like, I know one word that starts with N, starts with a G. I
always thought it was like spelled like no, so I thought it was like Knat. Net.
You're thinking of not.
No, I'm thinking of
because it starts with a K.
I know. You fucked it up. Because I was going to transition to the point of I believe we need to have more silent K words. Like Klondike, it should just be spelled like that.
Do we though?
I think so. I believe it because I feel like
the K just not putting enough work already.
I feel like the silent K. Here's the thing. I love this.
Dan's just done, by the way.
Yeah.
I love silent letters because they're just like filler letters that don't need to be there, but they're just the fact that it's like, well, fuck, we got to give them some screen time. And
it's like the word has a minimum, like the meaning of a word has to have so many letters to convey it. Like, well, you can't just communicate the idea with 3. Put an X in there.
Well,
was there back in the day? Was there like a letters union that like demanded to be like included on like?
Listen, like I was like thinking where they were just like back in the day where they were just like, well, we have to add more like silent letters. Why? Well, what if they forget about them, man? Like how many times
they have to. They're in the union. They're getting insurance. Yeah, they're paying their dues. They get in the screen time. G and H are partnering up. Like, dude, you and me, man, we're gonna be everything.
Yeah. Case in point, you asked me why. That is literally one letter spelled with 3. Yeah. There's a W and an H that has no business being in Y.
We're doing letters, Dan.
Also, okay, yeah.
It's like I crushed.
No, they just add those extra. They just add those extra letters so you can Google search them. So somebody already bought the .com for the word spelled the other way, so they had to switch it around.
My favorite abbreviation is pound because they hired a bunch of contractors for that fucking thing.
To get LB out of it.
They got fucking L, they got B. They got a fucking period in that motherfucker. And POUND is just sitting back collecting paychecks all day, brother.
I just learned that in my 30s that it wasn't PDS.
And I don't know who we need to get together to piece together the word colonel.
Which one?
I meant like the military rank where it's spelled like colonial.
Oh, not popcorn?
But like there's,
Colonel, that one makes sense.
Dude just loves colon. Come on.
It's just goofy looking? For like a serious military, like Kurt. Damn. I died.
I'm just saying it's spelled without in it. Well, I guess that's the ride today. I don't know. Close on letters.
Yeah, it's open and close on things we've learned.
As we just pontificate about words that exist and we're stupid. So, wow, what a
what's the end result? Dan can't work the fucking Google Earth.
Be sure to use our link for free audiobook because we didn't. So
next week we'll be talking about fractions.
You guys are like proud of me for like learning shit now, right? Like you guys should at least give me some props for like.
I'm proud of all 3 of you. All right.
I mean, I'd be prouder if you were in grade school learning it, but.
Damn, I'm 30, dude. You know how hard it is to
that's what I'm saying.
30s.
Yeah, once you get 30, that shit doesn't go up on the fridge anymore. You know?
Yeah.
But it's so much harder. Like as a kid, like it's easy to learn. You're like a sponge. At 30, this is a brick, dog.
It's still
American made brick.
Can't teach that old dog new tricks. I guess.
Yeah, but this dog is learning, and you boys should be proud of the dog. Yeah. I don't know why you guys aren't more proud of me. I learned
just call yourself the dog.
Three things today, and like you guys are acting like fucking nothing. Like,
I was proud of you until you try to get me to call you dog.
The dog.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. I appreciate it. It is the dog.
See, I refuse to even say it because it's so ridiculous.
Perhaps even DA apostrophe the dog. I don't know if we're going there.
The dog?
Two double G's? Are we doing double
speaking
G's?
Of putting stuff on the refrigerator, I like that is considered like a good thing to put on the refrigerator. That's a cool thing parents engineered to put stuff out of the fucking way where you have to see it in your regular day. Like, put it on the refrigerator, because who the fuck cares what's on the refrigerator? Yeah. I'll put it up there with the magnets shaped like bananas instead of like in the living room or on
I almost have all 50 states. I bug everybody that's going to travel to buy me that fucking magnet.
Like, they were so close.
Make them go to that stupid gift shop every damn place.
Whoever started was so close to just making... Whoever started that was so close, they could have made it where throwing something away is an honor to get rid of it. Like, we're going to put it in the trash can. Like, nice.
Sweet.
That's going to the trash. This is so good, it's going to recycling. We pay for that.
You're going to feed the trash.
What's wrong?
We're going to feed the trash can.
Men and women down at the recycling center are going to love this picture.
That's honestly.
It would be cruel experiment, but it is like, this would be like probably Stranger Things season 4 is like a facility where you train a child to believe that the trash can is like a household pet that you should treasure and cherish and feed it your art. And
no, that's just Sesame Street. That's fucking Oscar the Grouch. They already did that.
Just sending it to Oscar.
Matt has a solid point, actually, like about this, because here's the thing: we should retroactively go back in time and change that, because
just do that.
No, you're saying
let's just do that. Oh, let's just fix that problem. The problem of things on a cluttered fridge is the biggest problem going on right now today. Is a cluttered fridge.
The dog is learning. You're giving him some time. Like 3 things today. Next thing you know, it's probably going to be 4 and then 5.
You're going to pass out. Is what I'm saying. We're going to witness all authorities.
The dog's going to get there. But we should start doing that. We should start framing people's failures as a reminder of their failures, because you don't want to I don't want to see the good I did 6 years ago.
Failures are a reminder of your failures, by the way.
Yeah, but you need that. Like, I don't want my girlfriend ever to send me nudes. I want her to send me texts from ex-girlfriends who say my dick is small, as a reminder that she loves me because she wants me to be better. You remind your loved ones of your failures. And then when we're fighting, she shows me her titties. And then I'm just like, if I was a good person, I would be enjoying these, but I'm not. See, like, that's how it works. The dog's learning. That's 4 things he learned today, dude.
I learned that we should be very confused all the time in our interactions.
We're very passionate about it.
I learned the best time to see titties is when she's mad at me.
Yeah, no, dude, and think about it. And then this is what happens is then
it happens.
Yeah, then what happens is this. We tell them that, and here's the real thing. Here's the Ocean's 11 that only the fellas know.
Twist ending here.
We're only doing it just to see their titties. So we get into fights all the time. And just imagine how many titties you'll see during that divorce. You're going to see so many fucking titties. You're going to lose half your shit. But
but by that time, it's like...
I don't know if this particular juice is worth the squeeze here. But
yeah.
You'll see.
You'll see.
Are we talking how many? You're
going to be flushing titties.
How many times we're seeing the same 2 over and over and over again?
Listen, when me and Brad Pitt are walking out with some Asian
person,
children,
person.
What was the? I want to say it's not geriatric. It's the guy who could bend well. What are those called? Ventriloquist, contortionist. When me,
well,
extortionist.
Me. Brad Pitt and that Asian.
You unlearned a word today, so you're back down to 3, motherfucker.
No, he said contortionist. It was a rudimentary translation.
I unlearned the word, but then I gained the word back, so technically it's an even, still at 4.
All right.
Judges?
Yeah.
Judges ruled against. Sorry.
I'll give you contortionist because the guys who bend well.
I think you guys.
You did it.
Okay, or is it a
contortion?
Or is it one of your nightmare titty scenarios where it's just a bunch of tits, but it's like on a weird creature like a corn cob?
Cob titty.
And it started out like a tic tac, and it's like, oh, too many titties. Oh,
That would
So
give
on
me
a corn
anxiety.
cob titty, do you go the long way
Or vertically.
around.
Yeah. What do you?
Because if you roll it, you get that on the backs of your teeth.
And do they still have that kind of crunch sound when you?
What, the nipples or the corn? Oh, the corn.
Delicious corn texture.
Does the boob make corn sounds when you're going into it there?
What are you guys feeling about popcorn? I've been starting to get back into
boobs. What do we think?
enjoy
I actually should go soon.
All right, motion passes. Next up.
Okay.
I think at butter on boobs, way better ending than letters.
Fair enough. That works.
We can call the episode "Butter on Boobs."
Yeah, a boob cob.
Boob on the cob.
Or how do you eat your titties? Is it a long way?
Are the titties still crunchy?
You gotta put those little prongs in the side of them to get at the nipple.
Yeah.
And are they shaped like little boobs or little corn cobs?
When you take a shit, is there little titties in your shit?
There, we're out. We're done.
Roll credits. Roll credits. It's done.